Hello. Ah, I feel like it's quite comical now that when I do a stream because I'm always so underprepared for the whole stream. Like I knew it was coming all day, and I've in the last 10 minutes we don't even have a background, man. Oh, and I got this huge cut on my nose as well. Hello. First things first, can we hear me? That's the usual one. Thank you for the glass, Alex. Yeah, it's very Christmas. Maybe I'll put a Christmas background up as we go on, because we'll try and do it live. I would have actually just had my normal backdrop, but it looks like a post office in my office at the minute. There's presents and boxes and just stuff everywhere. I basically have this like thin walkway that I can walk through into my office. So we'll go green screen. Yes, we can hear me. Hello. Hello, people. Where is everybody in the world? So even though I'm underprepared as usual, it's the reoccurring theme with a live stream. I do have a set of notes, so I'm going to try and stick to it and go through some things. But yeah, it is what it is. How's everyone doing? Is everybody ready for Christmas? Hey Patrick, glad that the NS panel videos have been good. I do have some other NS panels around here somewhere, which we'll be talking about in due course. Hartpool, where is Hartpool? I don't know. I'm really bad at geography. Hey Graham. So, what is on the agenda then? Well, to start with, this is my one stream, probably for the entirety of Christmas. I was planning on doing a bunch of streams, not quite as many as I tried to do last year. Last year I was going for the 12 streams of Christmas, but it's really hard when you've got little kids and you're working and you come home and try and do it. Yeah, so if anybody that does do 12 streams, like, fair play to you, because it is really hard to actually do. Hawaii, awesome. What's Hawaii like at Christmas time? Like, is it the same? What should I start with here? I lost my train of thought already. So yeah, this is probably going to be my one and only stream. I might do a stream with the guys over at Patreon if Patreon guys want to have a little chat and do that. But yeah, it's quite fun actually, because I was speaking to Dr. Z's like pretty much at the beginning of Christmas, and he was talking about him doing his streams and saying how challenging it was. And yeah, we said, oh, maybe we might do like a little collaboration, which would have been really cool. But yeah, just literally zero time. The glasses are steaming up. This always happens on a Christmas live stream too. The old glasses steam up. So I'll try and see you like a mole when I take my glasses off. It is an international group tonight. I feel like I'm more prepared with what I have on my screen layout though. Like I've got things, just not prepared for the actual stream. So let us talk tech. So with my streams, I planned on doing maybe about 6 of them, but they never happened. It was 12 and then it was too much, so 6, and then 6 never happened. So I had a bunch of plans, had some really cool ideas. One of them was going through my drawer of shame. So as you well know, with your smart home purchases, sometimes you see something that's really cool and you buy it and then you put it on the shelf or in a drawer, and then it sits there for months and never gets used and just collects dust. So I was going to kind of go through that drawer and pick out some items and run through them, and then, you know, ones that people are interested in, maybe you could turn those into tutorials or just play around with them live. 3D printing. I'll show you the 3D printers that are behind the green screen, but it's a mess. But 3D printers, I've really gotten into 3D printing recently. So maybe if people enjoy 3D content, maybe more 3D content. I don't know. Hey, Alex. Oh, gosh. My eyes. What else was there? Oh, and then there's a whole bunch of other like little gadgets and gizmos. So who wants to see some tech? Justin. Hey, Justin. I believe you are Justin from Apollo. Am I right? Is that you, Justin? Just come to join the stream and watch me like sweat it out in my super underprepared stream. Maybe partway through the stream I will I'll put a background up maybe, I don't know. 3D stuff is always good, and yes, yeah, pleasure to kind of meet you, I guess, Justin. So I do have your device here, and yeah, I'm really sorry. My streams just never happened, but I've got it here tonight, so we'll have a little look at it and show the peoples. But yeah, as soon as I sort my glasses out, I do have some like spray stuff to put on it, which you probably remember if you managed to catch the Christmas stream last year. Like, oh, probably if I took my hat off, it'd probably not make my glasses steamer, but my hair is a mess. Imagine if this happened in my tutorials. Like, you were watching a tutorial and I'm telling you how to like configure your NS panel, and then I'm just there like steaming my glasses up and taking them off. You missed the backwards clock. The clock is probably still backwards. Actually, no, the clock doesn't live there anymore. Those days are gone. Yeah, I had to move it. It's kind of like over that side of the room. Yeah, yeah, maybe Justin, maybe I won't try and run through the whole device in this stream, just because I haven't really had a hands-on. I was planning on reading up a bit more on it and showing it off in the thing, so maybe we'll have a quick look at it and then we'll follow it up with a video or something. But yeah. Oh, anti-fog wipes. I have something better than anti-fog wipes, but I literally don't know where it is. Actually, this might be it. I think it is. Well, I say it's better than anti-fog wipes. I don't use anti-fog wipes. This literally is giving me such big flashbacks from last year, because when I was in the stream with Frank, I think this is literally what I was doing. Not sponsored, but it's like some kind of, it's called MarkWattTech, premium anti-fog stuff. So yeah, but this stuff absolutely smells horrible. Like, it smells like fish. So yeah, I'm gonna spray this fishy juice all over my glasses now, so hopefully it will stop them steaming up. Because I do everything last minute, I went and showered and then was running out to the car and doing all of those things right before the stream. So, and it's really hot in here. Thank you for everybody joining the stream to watch me get sweaty and clean my glasses. So let's see if this stuff actually works. Any of you glasses wearers out there, I will confirm. It smells absolutely vile though. It's like HD. Wow. So let's see if they steam up now. Yeah, it's not the best. Honestly, it smells so bad. Like, if I could describe it, it smells like fish. It's nasty. But yeah, also, one of the things that I actually have a couple of videos that are looks like it's steaming up here. I have a couple of videos that are on the channel that just haven't gone out yet. So one of the reasons why I haven't prepared for the stream was because I was editing a video this morning and I said to Rachel, it's going to take me about an hour, and I've been doing it all day. And it's the video which is the follow-up tutorial to the Onju voice boards. So if you haven't seen that video, basically you get one of these boards and you transplant it into a Google Nest Mini, and this, because there's an ESP on here, you It's not working, is it? Yeah, you can use the Google Nest in its whole entirety, the volume buttons, the mute switch, power, and yeah, that becomes your local voice assistant, and it works really well, and it's really cool. Maybe I didn't spray enough. I wouldn't hate on it yet. Or maybe it's out of date, because I think it's been in that drawer probably since that last stream. Does fish spray go out of date? I don't know. I'm sure it said 2012 on it then. It's not that old for sure. Oh man, the more you spray it, the more it smells. Well, I knew that the stream was going to be a little janky, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this. But yeah. Oh man. Okay, take two. Whoa. Okay. Let's start with what is on my list. And I'm just gonna check that this video is uploaded. Although I think I won't push the video out tonight. So yeah, if anyone that's in the chat like watched that video and was interested in that, that tutorial should be out tomorrow. It's basically a full run through of the full setup and installation of that. And I did post a little image earlier that was like a little snip from that video, and I was asking for some funny answers. So if you do have any funny answers, go post it. I'm basically just trying to find everything that was in this box. So what's happened is I had a bunch of boxes planned for the stream, and then Rachel's used the boxes, so they're actually, I'm not opening some of the things because they're already opened. So I just wanted to make sure that I have everything that's in this box. Okay, I've got some of it, so let's just go with that. Some of it's better than none of it, of course. Somebody talking about toilet paper. Nice. Oh, here she is. Hello, Rachel. I'm currently drinking the rest of this cider, but maybe I'll just have a hot drink now. Thank you. A tea, please. That would be lovely. Okay. So, from I've lost it again. I lost it. Oh no. Okay, smart, secure. Okay, I got it. We're back on track. Okay, so because I didn't do all of the streams, I have a bunch of things, and some of them have been opened by Rachel and some of them have not. But I got sent a bunch of things by the guys from Smart Secure. Is it Smart Secure or is it Secure Smart? It is Smart Secure. But Smart Secure, they're a seller of a whole bunch of smart home brands. So some of the common ones you'll know are things like Akara, Aurora, and then I do have one that I've not actually heard of before, which is it? So it's Arduro Smart. Arduro Smart. Oh, is this back to front for you, Alex, as well? I know how you like that, or is it right? Yeah, I actually do have a fan in here. Like I could turn the fan on, but then I'd be worried about you guys getting blown away. Yeah, it's flipped. Should we unflip it for you? Or is that going to be really weird? Flip horizontal. It didn't do it. Flip. can't flip it. I'll just tell you what it says. I don't want this to be another one of those streams. Every stream is the same. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm late. I'm sorry that I'm late. And then we spend ages talking about how something is back to front, or how like not to use like fishy spray to clean your glasses. But it's called Aurora Smart. And it's one of the brands that yes, it is flipped. Yeah, it's one of the brands that Smart Secure sell. So some of they've sent me like a little bundle of things. So we've got some stuff from Aurora Smart. We've got stuff from Aurora Lighting. If you haven't used the Aurora Lighting stuff, they have some of my favorite sockets. So they're Zigbee based, dual gang UK sockets. They're just 13 amp sockets, and what's nice about them is, yeah, they're Zigbee based, but you've got energy monitoring around the button. The button that you press, that's it. Around the button is like a little LED, so it's blue if it's on, it's red if it's off, but you can actually adjust the brightness of it, which is quite cool. So if you have them on the landing and stuff like that, they're quite bright, so they actually kind of double up as a nightlight, which is nice. You've got energy monitoring. If you use them in Zigbee to MQTT, there are a few other extras, like there's a child lock mode on it. Yeah, I love these things. One of the only things that I have with them at the minute is I recently swapped back to ZHA, and if I have a power cut or the power drops or anything, they'll just be off, and then you'll have to manually go and turn them back on. I don't know if there's a way to save the state of them just on the device without using anything else to previously check the state, so that's one to look into. If you do have one of those, then yeah. And Alex, thank you for sharing those. Do you know what? I haven't even shared the link to the stream as always. So let me do that now. This is this is why I shouldn't be a live streamer. This is probably why I don't live stream. Let's get that shareable link. Alex, I think you said you pasted it on Facebook for me. Appreciate that. Already shared the link. See? Thank you. Because yeah, I'm awful. I'm awful at doing it. Okay, so Alex has got that covered. Thank you, Alex. But yeah, so Aurora Smart, has anybody used them before? So these are Zigbee based. So this particular product is a Zigbee based, what do you even call these? Like candle bulbs? Is that what the actual term is for those? That's what I would call it. I would call it a candle bulb. But yeah, I'm going to try those out because it's just a brand that I've never tried, and if it works with Zigbee, Zigbee to MQTT or ZHA. But yeah, the Aurora sockets, absolutely awesome. I love those. So I've got a bunch of those to install. Thank you, Timothy from Smart Secure, for sending that over. Something else that I've got, which I haven't tried from Aurora, is some Aurora plugs. So yeah, again, 13 amp, and these are Zigbee 3 plugs. So I think they do pretty much exactly the same as the sockets, except you don't have that LED, and it's only single gang. But yeah, and then the final one, I think there might have been some other stuff in there as well. Sorry, Timothy, it's kind of like scattered around the office somewhere. Is another one. So the lighting in here, I'm going to be switching it out for some of these Aurora G10s. So they're full RGB, Zigbee, Aurora. So yeah, so far I'm a big fan of the Aurora lighting stuff. So yeah, it's been really good. Is there any reason that I switched back to ZHA? So I recently basically just upgraded my whole HomeAssistant box, and yeah, I had a couple of issues with Zigbee to MQTT, but I love it. Like, it's wicked. If ever there's a new device out, it'll be one of the first ones that gets support for that device. But I can't remember how many devices and entities that I had going through MQTT. It was just like unmanageable. too many. Yeah, too many. Like to the point where I couldn't even load the Zigbee map because it would just bomb out because there was too many. And ZHA just, yeah, I don't know. It was just nicer to have that integration separately. So that was one of the reasons. The other reason is, can't see it because it's under my desk, is I moved to the Sky Connect, and by default when you plug the Sky Connect in, it just automatically loads ZHA. So I was like, yeah, cool, we'll go with that. So yeah, I moved away from the Sonoff Zigbee dongle to HomeAssistant Sky Connect. But yeah, not really a huge reason for moving. It's always down to personal preference. So whichever one that you prefer to use, use that one. But yeah, what do people use? What are you guys all using? Are you Zigbee to MQTT? I just saw your message, Alex. Yeah, Zigbee to MQTT, ZHA. On my development machines, or the machines I use for videos, those are often Zigbee to MQTT, ZHA. Yeah, like, I mean, you know, if it works, like, it works, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people that, you know, like, you should use this one or you should use that one. Like, try them out and see which one you prefer, which one do you like, you know, which interface do you like. So, any news on the Matter protocol? Well, HomeAssistant are doing lots of cool stuff with Matter. Like, they're the guys that are, like, you know, really helping push it forwards and, you know, being the first adopters of a lot of the stuff. So yeah, if you're into Matter, it's, you know, a great platform to have, because you're going to get support and be able to test stuff a lot sooner. Yeah, so Finn, definitely with ZHA, it does have a lot less things. So this was only a few weeks ago that I did this move from, well, upgraded my HomeAssistant. But when I went from because a lot of my devices are all Aqara, like I use them everywhere. Like, I'm a huge fan of their light switches, and yeah, a lot of their sensors too. But moving from Zigbee to MQTT back to ZHA, I just lost so many different features that I had with those devices, and I've either had to add them back in ZHA using quirks, or I've kind of just, you know, just not bothered with them. But yeah, it has a lot of missing features. The Aurora sockets that I was talking about, especially, like, it's got loads of missing functionality that you just get as a standard with Zigbee to MQTT. But yeah, I'm not sure why. Like, those products have been out for a long time. I guess it's like, I don't know, more people offering support for Z2M. I don't know. Yeah, so that was the stuff that I got sent from the guys over at Smart Secure. Again, thank you for that. What is up next on my list? I'll probably tell you, like, what we've got, like, coming up. So I've got some stuff. So I spoke about the Drawer of Shame, but I'm probably going to leave that. I might even turn that into a video, like maybe a small video where I go through some of the stuff, because it's a big Drawer of Shame. There's many smart home products that have never seen the light of day, which is quite sad. So I've got some stuff from VR Rock. We've got the Apollo MSR1. I got some new filament today from Flashforge, because I've been looking for a really cool rainbow filament, and a lot of the ones that I've tested recently are all rubbish, or not been what I've expected. So more on that in a sec. OBSBot, I've got their new Tiny 2, which I was supposed to be really prepared, and I was going to actually use it as like the overhead camera to do all of these products, rather than me just like holding things up in front of the camera. But, you know, it didn't happen. But maybe we'll try and set that up live, maybe. We'll see. I've got a box from Flic that has fallen over several times today, so the office is full of like little stringy paper things. And then my favourite one that I've got which I've been waiting for, is the big giant case from Sonoff. So the kids have been really excited to get that because it's came in like a little suitcase and they just want to play with the suitcase. So if we get that open, yeah, they can have that tomorrow. So yeah, big thank you to Sue for sending that one over. So yeah, we may as well start with this little one because this one is going to be super tiny because I can't really show this off in the stream. But how long has it been out for now? The Meta Quest 3, I picked one of those up when they came out. And yeah, I've got these a couple of weeks ago and not yet had a chance to play with them, but it's some prescription lenses. So if you're into VR, if you play any VR and you happen to wear glasses, prescription lenses are like a game changer because you don't get any lens fog, you don't have any like you know, vision problems, and you can just put them straight on, so they're wicked. So yeah, just have a little look at these because I haven't even opened this up, but it's, you know, it's their lenses, it's kind of like what you'd expect. So those are quite cool. Like, thank you to VR Rock for sending those over. I am interested to see how well they work. But I'm assuming with these they just magnet on, so if you open your headset, they just magnet onto where your lenses go, and because they're prescription, you can just see. So I'm not 100% sure on the price of these ones, but in general, VR lenses aren't as expensive as what they used to be because the headsets are just a lot more popular. So they're not crazy expensive. They're not hundreds of pounds, you know. But then I don't want to say like, oh, they're 20 quid, and then they're not. But I want to say they're like, no, I don't know. I'd have to look up how much they are. But when I looked, I remember thinking, wow, like VR lenses have come down a lot because I had the same kind of lenses with the other Quest headsets that I've previously had. So that's quite cool. Have I tried HueForge for lithophanes? No. I also don't have any of my lithophanes like around to grab either because I've done some quite cool ones. Yeah, if you heard me say like the office is just that's why we've got the screen up. It's just absolutely full of stuff. Tons of 3D printed stuff, but mainly like all the kids' Christmas stuff. So it's kind of just piled in here, and then there's like coats and things just thrown over it, so it's, you know, to hide it. So yeah, it's very messy in here, more messy than it normally is. So if I go off looking for things in drawers, I may never come back. So yeah, VR Rock, thank you for that. Justin, are you still here? I'm gonna see yay. Hey Justin. So, Justin, just remind me, is the MSR1 is your millimeter wave sensor? Is that is the one? Am I right? I'd have to read the email. I could probably read the email. Okay, it lets you take into account different transmissions through filaments. Okay, I'll have to, when I get back to the 3D printed section, we'll have to bring that one back up. Oh, a T. The what, sorry? The lithophanes. Do you know where they are? Oh. If you can grab them, I will have the lithophanes. So Rachel may be getting the lithophanes for us to have a look at now. Yeah, so IT in general, the Onju voice project. I spent my day like editing that video, so it's actually ready now, but because I'm doing this, I can't push it out, so I just need to make sure that, yeah, everything in it's right. So But yeah, I've been playing with it all day. It's really cool, and I hope the tutorial's simple enough. Where's the big one? Oh yeah, I'll take that one. And what's that one? Oh, so it's Christmas. Oh, the Christmas one didn't work, so we won't show them that one. It didn't work. Right, so I have some lithophanes, but we'll come back. We'll come back to the lithophanes in a minute, because right now we're gonna have a look at Justin's sensor, which is the MSR1, which is a millimeter wave sensor from Apollo. And again, I'm sorry, Justin. Like we're doing it super janky today, so we don't have like a top-down shot of this. But yeah, I'm just super underprepared. So what we have is a brand new millimeter wave sensor from the guys over at Apollo. And that's how, like, you know, I literally only opened it today. Again, sorry, Justin. So I'll just read you a little note here. Is it a letter or is it instructions? From Apollo Automation. So it's kind of like half and half. Yeah, so I think, Justin, so that I can actually do this, yeah, it's both. I did see. I was also just making sure it doesn't have my address on, so I'm just like waving it around. So what this is a brand new millimeter wave sensor from the guys over at Apollo Automation. And inside of this, there is actually a whole bunch of features. So I probably will do this as a dedicated thing, because not only am I underprepared to try and do it live, I don't want to downplay the device by not knowing enough about it. But yeah, I do remember when you reached out to me about this one, Justin. And yeah, just remember thinking that it was a cool sensor, because I also don't want to... Is this the final packaging as well? By the way, Justin? Because I kind of want to do like an unboxing, but I don't know. That's probably really loud for you guys, sorry. Just squidging it out of the bag. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that out to like show how small it was. I don't have anything for like size reference. Fish juice glasses spray, like it's tiny. Do I have anything that we can reference? Open the drawer of shame. We've got an unopened atom light, which is, if you have seen these things, you know that these are tiny. Like, look how small it is. Thanks, Alex. But yeah, what's cool about this thing is it's just got a whole bunch of things inside of it. So we've got, inside of here, we've got an ESP32C3. It's got Bluetooth tracking, millimeter wave, obviously, temperature, humidity, pressure. There's a look sensor in there too. How do you fit it all in there? It's really cool. It's USB-C, and of course it's ESP Home, so it's, you know, this is a fully local device that we can just plug in and play with HomeAssistant. So I'm guessing this is your wall mount, and yeah, is that like a sticky back onto there? But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually having a play with this, and properly testing it out and using it. So that was Apollo Automation. I'll have a link to that in the description. We've had an issue with Shopify. Yeah, if you are interested in that, I will have it. I'll have it linked in the description to the Apollo page, and yeah, it'll be something that I check out probably in the new year. Thank you, Rachel, for the tea and for bringing me the lithophanes. Oh, okay. Is that something that's an ongoing issue, Justin? The site blocking? Is it just stopping your sales and stuff, is it? Where do you ship as well, Justin? Is it like global, international shipping? I'm going to try and keep all these bits together as well, Justin. Otherwise, I will never find them. But yeah, like the amount of stuff that's inside of here. So basically, this thing is a multi-sensor. You've got all the stuff. I can probably pull this up on here, can't I? Because it might look a bit weird with the green screen, but we can probably do it. Probably, maybe. Let's do it. Try and do it anyway. And transition. Okay. Did I break it? Oh no, I killed the stream. Oh no. Is it back? Ooh. Maybe I just won't press any of the buttons. Oh, we're still here. Oh, okay. Right. I'm not going to press any of the buttons, but if you do want to check out, I'm just going to break things. I'm just going to touch nothing. If you do want to check this out, it is still working. Or maybe it was just my thing that went down. I don't know. I'm just not going to press things. If you do want to check this out, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Apollo automation. Yeah, it's one that I'm probably one of the first little smart home sensors that I'll be checking out in the new year. Yeah, thank you for that, Justin. I will probably also put the so if you are interested in one of those, Justin was just saying there's a few issues with Shopify at the moment, but I'll actually add the thing to the thing now because yeah, I will forget. Or probably I'll just go and watch TV after after this and not do it. Right. So in the where should I put it? Links from video. That's what I'll call it. Links from video. Yeah, everything that I show in the video, I will have links below. So if there's anything you wanna check out, like I showed off those Aurora lighting plugs and stuff like that. All of those will be linked probably after the stream though. Unless Rachel wants to add them in now. Rachel, no. Hey, Gustavo. Oh, well, up to 43 now. So if you guys are tuning in now, welcome to the janky stream. Yeah. What was next? So we've had some stuff from Aurora Lighting. I keep saying it's from Aurora Lighting. It was actually a bundle. It was actually a bundle from Smart Secure. So Smart Secure, we had VR Rock. We just had a very quick mention of the Apollo. I would love to play around with this now, Justin, but again, if we probably won't push it with how janky the stream is. Yeah, let me know in the chat if this is like one of the many streams that you've tuned into where I'm basically like this in the whole stream, where it's all, it's all done on the day, last minute. And yeah, make sure you drop that like. In a little bit when I get around to the section when I talk about tomorrow's video, which again, if you're just tuning in now, is all about the Onju voice board. I did a little post earlier where I was asking I had a little image shared and I was asking for like funny comments. So if you're watching this now and you want to win one of these, go and write a funny comment. There's a post on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and Discord, I think, if I did Discord. Yeah, but yeah. What's next? What is next? Oh, so we're actually on the 3D printers now. So yeah, it's real life, Mark. Yeah, so this is probably what happens when I do a video, to be honest. It's just like this. That's why videos take so long. So 3D printing. If you've seen any of my recent content, then you'll know that I'm really enjoying 3D printing at the minute. And I was actually thinking about this earlier. It's quite crazy now that it's the end of the year, because I basically have missed 3 months, so what, like a quarter of the year, so a quarter of the YouTube year, which is the same as a normal year, but yeah, like basically took a quarter of it away from making any YouTube content, which is quite crazy, really, or not. It's common. Oh, okay, I was just reading. So this is your Shopify problem. Yeah. But anyway, so in that time that I was away from making content, I was doing a whole bunch of 3D printing stuff. So I can't even remember the date it came out, but the Anchormake M5C, absolutely love that printer. That's what got me back into 3D printing, because it genuinely was the first printer that I've ever had that you take it out of the box, plug it in, and it just works. It just works. So that was wicked, and I played around with that for like a few months. I've still got the printer now, and then we've had some newer ones. We've got the Creality printers, the Bamboo Labs, sorry. Yeah, so just 3D printing all the things. So one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys do 3D printing or you have 3D printers, what kind of like filaments and stuff do you use? What's your go-to? So a particular filament that I've been looking for at the moment is just like a really nice rainbow one. I've seen a few videos where people have this like really crazy looking rainbow filament where, like, here's a failed model that I made earlier, but basically like you have a model and it will start off one color, but it will twist around, as opposed to, do you know, where it's just staged like that. Like I want it to twist and blend. So I've tried a few of them out, and this was a failed Deadpool, by the way. It came out quite good, but it like skipped a bit on his neck just here. But yeah, it's okay. You can tell it's Deadpool, so that's the although actually maybe you can't tell it's Deadpool, because Rachel came down and she was like, "Why have you made a Spider-Man for?" It's clearly not Spider-Man. But yeah, so if you've got any cool recommendations for a rainbow filament, then yeah. So the ones that I tried a few of, well, I think both of them were Esun, actually. Were they Esun or were they Sunlu? They were either Esun or Sunlu, but one of them was like a matte rainbow and one of them was a silk rainbow. And the silk rainbow one, the filament is just so weak. It's like it's really brittle. I don't know why, but yeah, so like sometimes the bottom layer will just crack off, or say if you print an object, I can actually peel it apart, like the layers, because it's just not stuck together very well. And I don't know why. Like it's the same settings I use for all of the silk type things. So yeah, one of the ones that you won't be able to read because it's back to front. This is a new one that I just bought today, which is a rainbow filament from Flash Forge, and I've never tried any of those filaments before. So it's rainbow PLA, and then it says "and no odor." So is Flash Forge good? I don't know. Does anyone use FlashForge? Has anyone used FlashForge before? I'm just basically trying a whole bunch of different rainbow ones. The other one, I think it was the eSun matte rainbow. That one looks really cool, but because it's one of those ones where it's like the spool is basically in sections of color, as opposed to, do you like when you get the tree tone, two-tone silk type ones, and it will change throughout? I literally have no models around me to show you, so, and Deadpool's one colour, so that doesn't help me. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I've tried like changing the temperature and stuff like that. It's just the actual filament isn't. Yeah, I've tried a whole bunch of things like messing around with it. I didn't know if it was like a bad batch of filament because it's the only one of those that I've tried. But yeah, all of the same settings and everything that I use for normal silk and stuff like that. So it's, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get you on a call and we'll troubleshoot my 3D printing things. Yeah. So yeah, that was the kind of thing really. Well, no, I haven't tried drying it out because yeah, it was brand new, like in a pack, so I would expect it to be like ready to go. But it's not like if you have a filament and you've left it for a long time and then the filament goes brittle like that. It's like after it's printed, it's really brittle. So yeah. So as we were talking about lithophanes earlier, here's a couple of like lithophanes that I had. That like I made. So these were made on this was like one of the first ones that I'd made. So this one was like a, I don't know if you can you see a lithophane on camera? Maybe not. I don't know where to angle this so you can see it. You might be able to tell. I don't know. There's Groot. There we go. Has that done it? Yeah, you can. I think you can see it's Groot. Yeah. It looks better in person. It's really hard. I've never held a lithophane up to a camera before. Yeah, we can see that that's Groot. This one is not such a good one. This one's quite a thick one. I don't think this one will work at all on here, but it's a picture of a dog. And then this was one of the very early ones that I made, and it's really thick, but it was like a picture from one of my like YouTube thumbnails. You probably actually see that one without the light, but this one, this was one of this actually might be the very first one I did, but I did the colors wrong, so it's actually, the colors are inverse, so it's actually negative. So yeah, the blacks are white and the whites are black. But yeah, but I got a whole bunch of these and they've all come out like pretty good, apart from that first one. Yeah, and they all work really well. So it's fun printing them. Like printing a whole bunch of like different ones. Like this one's like a Christmassy kind of one. If you've never heard or seen of a if you've never seen or heard of a lithophane before, it's basically like a 3D printed photo, and once you put a bit of light behind it, you can see the image, which is quite cool. I did have a little project that I was working on, and it's, do you know, like the light cubes? It seems to be like one of the things that people make when they start playing around with lithophanes, but it's like a picture box. So it was going to be a picture box and then use WLED, so you can just remotely turn this picture box on and off. So yeah, they work really well. Just quickly before I put these away, so the ones that I was doing were just relatively small, but obviously you can make them as big as you want, and you can either have like a frame on it or you can just have it like flat. So yeah, if you've got a printer and you're looking for like a fun little project, then check out like lithophanes and making lithophane photo boxes and stuff. So yeah. Hey Ryan. Yeah, you'd like to see a lithophane WLED box, would you? I haven't finished this drink yet, so I can't get onto my tea. Oh, so what is next? Okay, we have OBSBot next. So I did open the box I did open the box, but I haven't looked at it. So it was a box in a box, which is actually better for me because if you didn't know, I'm allergic to cardboard and it like melts my hands. So also thank you, Justin, for sending your stuff in plastic because yeah, I can open it. So yeah, OBSBot sent me their new OBSBot Tiny 2. It's going to be backwards for you again, but don't you worry about that. It's their latest webcam, which I think is 4K, so it should be quite cool. I previously played around with their, is it the OBSBot one, their original webcam, and I actually used it as part of one of my. I did like a HomeAssistant video on adding different cameras you could add to like little web cameras that you could use as security cameras. And what was cool about that is it's basically got like onboard AI, so it can do its own like facial. Was it facial recognition or was it just person detection? I'd have to rewatch my own video to actually remember what it could do. But yeah, basically you could plug and play, and then you could send the stream to HomeAssistant, and this camera could follow people. So it was quite cool. And yeah, they sent me this, and I was going to use this camera today to test it out to see how good it is, but also to use it as a top-down shot to show off some of these things. So what I might try and do now is maybe try and set this up and use it as a camera in the stream, but I might kill the stream again. So we'll see. Yeah, so we got a box, and inside of the box is going to be a camera. So inside of here we've got USB-C to USB-C. This thing is really small. So this is the OBS Tiny 2 4K. So yeah, it's got a gimbal, and yeah, I think its main selling feature is the fact that it's 4K. And these are really nice, the magnetic mounts for attaching it to your monitor or wherever you want to put it. And I think these do, I remember in the old one, yeah, they've got like a universal mounting hole. So yeah, it literally just snaps on, it's nice. So yeah, super strong. Yeah, magnets. So I think, what else do I have? I think maybe I'll try and set this up and have a quick whirl of this before I do the Sonoff one, because the Sonoff box is pretty big. So I don't think that will fit into shot, and it would be kind of cool maybe to see what's actually inside of that. So that's the one that I'm looking forward to, because some of these other ones are quite small. So I'll pop this to one side for now. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this works. How much do these things retail for? And again, if you happen to be watching OBSBot, yeah, sorry, I didn't get around to doing my streams. OBSBot Tiny 2. Okay, I'll come back to that. Yeah, I'll come back to that in just a second. But yeah, form factor and design is really nice. It's very metally. So and it's quite weighty, which, you know, little products like that, they always just feel nice, makes it feel more premium. So it'd be interesting to see how well it works. Yeah, do you know what I was gonna say? I'll just get Alex to post the thing and he'll say how much it is, because I haven't even loaded it. But yeah, so £229. So as well as that, as well as the OBSBot, you get a case with it as well, which is really nice. Quite often when you buy like little cameras and stuff like that, you don't actually get a case. So I also got the OBSBot remote. I don't know what's hard about saying OBSBot. OBSBot. This is the tiny smart remote too, so you can use this to control it, pan, tilt, zoom, do all of those things. I know that the cameras do like hand gestures and stuff, which is cool. Maybe we'll get to try that out. So I have that, but then there is something else that came with it too, which is somewhere. Aha. So it is this. It is the UVC to HDMI adapter. So you can plug this in and then plug that straight into HDMI. So kind of like a little bridge for it. But yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in that, and the remote combo is 278. So yeah, I can't comment how good it is, but we'll probably find out later. So yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, maybe we'll do it closer to the end, because then if it crashes, it's not like it's not the you know, it's not the end. Well, it is the end because it will crash, but you know what I mean. I gotta say though, where's it gone? Don't know if you noticed, but after 2 rounds of this stuff, like the glass is stopped. So maybe it works, but you've got to double it up, which means you're going to use more of it and have to buy more of it, and it smells awful. So yeah. This is a couple of items that I have here on the side that were from the drawer of shame. So if you remember, gosh, like right at the beginning of the year of the voice, so one of the first like little devices that HomeAssistant was using with the voice control was the Atom M5 Echoes. So yeah, these things are really cool. I do have some that are open somewhere, but yeah, they're a cool little device, and I bought a whole bunch of them, and then they've just sat there in the drawer and I never used them, and now you can actually buy these, which is really cool. I'll also link this in there, but you can buy them pre-flashed with ESP Home on, so you literally buy it, plug it in, and Home Assistant knows what it is, and you can start using it. So hey Vic, no, you didn't miss anything. This has turned out to be one of the normal streams that I have where everything is, you know, stuff doesn't work. But at least if you're interested in the Onju voice project, you know, keep talking about this, because that's what I spent my day doing, was the video for that. So yeah, at least we got a video done, even if we had a janky stream. And if you are watching now, don't forget to drop me a like, because there's like 40 of you. How many is that? How many is this? There's 40 of you, and there's only 30 likes. So yeah. Thank you, Vic. Yeah. So what was the question then? Sorry, it was, what am I going to use the Atom for? So I don't know. Like originally when I bought them, again, I bought these months ago and they've just sat there. Originally it was just to have cool little buttons that I could use to press and, you know, ask questions. But now we have things like the Onju voice, where you can swap out. So if you haven't seen this project, I'll go through it one more time, and then there's a video tomorrow. But basically, you take the PCB out of a Google Nest Mini and you swap it with a drop-in-place PCB that has an ESP32 on it, and you can then use this and all of the Google features, the volume buttons, the power, the mute switch, and you can use this then as your Home Assistant voice assistant that's local. So yeah, that's a bit more practical than that's not an Echo, that is an Atom Lite, one of those. So yeah, I also have a bunch of those. So that's the Atom Echo M5 stack. So this one does your voice control and stuff, and this thing is for Bluetooth proxies. So I got a bunch of these to do Bluetooth proxy things. Mainly I'll be using this to, I've got like a load of SwitchBot curtains upstairs, which are quite cool, and yeah, that will help with those because the range on them isn't great. Well, not in my house anyway. So those are those, and then this one, which you've probably seen if you just clunk myself in the head with it. You've probably seen this one. It's the, I don't know why it's called this, because I don't like the name of it, but it's an ESP32 S3 Box 3, which is a super long name for it. But yeah, an ESP32 S3. It's got a little screen on it. And yeah, so when did I order this? I think this one is probably a couple of months ago. I remember being in the Home Assistant creator meeting, and what's nice about those meetings actually is we get to see a lot of the cool Home Assistant stuff before it comes out. So that's quite often why you'll see creators have these videos and stuff ready, because we get to see some of the things early and play around with it and test it. And yeah, we were playing around and talking about this. So I had one of these on back order for such a long time, and then it came, and it's been a few months, and now it's actually, the features and that are actually released with the Year of the Voice 5, and mine is still sat in the box. So this one is definitely one that I want to get on with and play around with. I want to make like a custom little graphic and do that. And I think this one is probably a bit more usable and probably easier than this, because if you're wanting a local voice assistant, this is really cool. Looks really nice, and it's a really fun project to play around with, but it's quite expensive, and you have to buy the PCBs in a bulk. Well, no, it's a minimum of 5 you have to buy. It's quite expensive, and then there's a fair bit of work taking it apart, putting the new board in, flashing it, doing all that stuff. Whereas this, you take it out of the box, plug it in, and you can flash it straight away, and then it works. So yeah, and it's a lot cheaper. And I don't know what the availability of these things are like now, but yeah. So I want to play with this one, just so it doesn't sit in the box for another few months. So yeah. Have you had a play with the box 3 yet, David? Yeah. So again, one of the nice things with the Home Assistant creator meetings, we'll be in a meeting and Paulus will be like, "Hey, we've got this really cool thing," and I'm like, "Damn it," because every time he says that, I end up buying something. So I usually leave those meetings very poor, because I will have bought loads of stuff. But what seems to be the reoccurring thing, which I'm going to try and change for next year, is I'll go to those meetings, buy the thing, and then it will sit in the drawer for a long time. So yeah. Another one that I set up and did part of a video for, and was going to do the video but never did, was the Grand Stream. So this was when, was it Year of the Voice 2, when you could get the phone, and it was just a fun little thing. Yeah, I never did my dedicated tutorial on that, so I feel like I need to go through this drawer of shame and clear it out. And there's lots of cool things in there. Yeah, good done. Oh nice, and you've done your own images. What images did you go for? And what is next on the table? That's all of the table items, I think. Oh, we got a small one here. So if you did catch the stream last year when I was doing the 12 streams of Christmas, I had a whole bunch of like actual Christmas packages from different companies, and Miros had quite a good one last year. Theirs was like a little suitcase as well, and it had like a coffee machine, and it wasn't a coffee machine, it was a coffee grinder. I can't remember what else there was. But I remember theirs was like more of a unique one, because it wasn't tech basically. But yeah, this year they're not doing well. They didn't send me a Christmas box, but they did send me some. No, it doesn't have a cool name. It's basically a smart home surge protector strip, but it is like one of those ones where it's like a code, like MSS425F. Regardless, though, yeah, Miros makes some really nice smart home devices. The last couple of years, they've started moving the majority of their stuff over to HomeKit, which is awesome for if you're a Home Assistant user, because you've got nice local control over everything, and the stuff just works, and it's really nice. So yeah, these particular strips are really nice. I've got a couple of these. They do have a newer one of these, which is like the USB-C one, but this one is the non-USB-C. It's a 4-gang with USB ports on the end, and you can individually control all of the sockets, and you can also control the USB ports. But with the USB ports, it's just on or off, and it turns all of them on or off. You can't individually do those. So that's Miros. Next, we've got the one that has been messing up my office. So this is a box from Flic. And I think Flic sent me some stuff when I was like away from YouTube for like 3 months. Yeah. Lee, nothing but trouble with Miros. How are you using Miros? How are you using it with HomeAssistant? Are you using HomeKit or are you using like the Miros integration? Yeah. Yeah, so this box is from Flic and it's kind of been like spilling all over my office because it's like magneted on and it's full of this. It now has Casper hair in there too, but it's like a gift box. So I'll kind of see what's in here. I don't know what's in here, but I have seen the contents of this like black stringy stuff all over the floor, and there's Casper hairs in the box too because that stuff's gone everywhere. But we have a card. So the card says, this is the glow-in-the-dark stickers. Upgrade movie night. Oh, so it's not like a card. It's not a card for me. It's just telling me what there is. There's chocolate euros. This is what I'm gonna pay you for the links in the videos, Alex. You're gonna get chocolate euros. I'll send those over to you later. So we have. I'm just gonna get all the bits out so I can get this stuff off my desk. We've got the Flic smart button. Let me know in the comments if you actually use Flic devices. This is the Flic Twist, which I know is their new one, which they're waiting ages to come out. There's loads of stuff in here. A glow-in-the-dark sticker sheet and another glow-in-the-dark sticker sheet. I personally am not one for stickers on smart home devices. I know that Sonoff do it with their buttons and stuff. I don't like it. Either the kids peel it off or it looks like the kids have put them on, but that might be because I'm bad at putting stickers on stuff. That's all that's in that. So I'm going to put this down now before it gets that stuff everywhere. But yeah, let's have a look at this. So the Flic button was their original product, I think. That was the first thing that they brought out, which was just a smart button a few years ago, and if I remember correctly, it was Bluetooth only, and you had to use their bridge, or you could use a Raspberry Pi, I think. But I never had one. Is this 3 buttons? Ooh, yes. So it's a 3-pack of buttons. Are they magnetic? No. What's on the back then? Oh, on the back of them they have like a little peel sticky thing. But this is the Flic 2 button. Yeah, I've never tried any of Flic stuff. So are there any Flic users? Flic users. Do you rate Flic? Some stickers. But this is the one that I'm interested in seeing. This is I've seen a few adverts for this one. This is the Flic Twist. This is the one that does all the spinny actions, and it's a lot bigger than I thought too. Oh, my hands are going to be in bits after this. So there it is, the Flic Twist. There's a little size comparison. I don't think there's anything in here because there's batteries in this box, so I don't think this is powered on. So that's the Twist, and that's the button. I thought this was going to be metal, you know. I'm sure that this is their like premium thing. That feels nice, but it feels very plasticky. Yeah, if anyone wants to send me some gloves, Did you see? I can't remember what it was last year. Oh, it was Akara. Last year, Akara's Christmas gift. The thing that they sent came with gloves. And I thought that was funny. They didn't send them specifically for me, but it had gloves with it. So yeah, I'm allergic to cardboard, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone's tried one of these, let me know. I'll have a play around with it and see what I think. But it does feel very plasticky, like. Yeah. Oh, I should probably tell you what it does. So there's like a rotary wheel that you can twist that can do different actions, and I guess it probably links with the Flic ecosystem. I don't know all that much about it, so I can't say all that much really. But there's a center clicky button, and you twist it, and can you push it as well? Nope. It's click or twist, which is what the name is. That does feel really nice, but it would be nice if that didn't feel so plasticky. It probably looks quite plasticky, does it? But yeah. Find out if we can do anything cool. I don't know if it integrates into HomeAssistant. I literally know nothing about it. It was going to be one of the streams to have a little play with it, but it's not anymore. Yeah, so thank you for that, Flic. Interested to see what you can do. So on there, you can do a push. So the examples they have, you could use a push as a toggle, turn on and off lights, toggle music. You can double push to trigger, so it does trigger Alexa routines, start Sonoff playlists. You can pust. I'm actually reading it from here, and that's not what it says. You can push and twist to blend scenes and enter a selector mode, and you can twist to dim lights and change volumes. It's a one-of-a-kind smart home controller, and it's easy to use and packed with innovative features that make your home smart. So I think with this, you do have to have a Flic hub. The Flic hub is probably if you want to do the Echo stuff, is it? Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out. Just not today. Yeah. So thank you for that, Flic. Which does bring us on to the one that I've been looking forward to getting into. Just catch up on my comments and drink my cold tea. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are right. Like I don't know what the pricing is on these either. So, like, what would make somebody go and buy these as opposed to buying? Oh, I never have like a prop to hand, but like like a smart button or a smart switch or an Akara button or yeah the IKEA buttons or any other Zigbee button. Like, what's the main selling point for that? It'd be nice if that was magnetic. It's kind of like a very squished Philips Hue button. I did quite like the Philips Hue buttons. I like that they had the little magnet on. But yeah, you have to go through the Hue bridge. Is the for the Flic stuff, was it? Yeah, I mean, if it was Zigbee based and you could do the twist stuff, then I would see that being quite unique. But that's not like I don't know. Would you have that on your wall? Like IKEA buttons do have magnets. Yeah. If you had this stuck to your wall, no one's going to intuitively know what that does, are they? Just come to your house and start twisting your stuff. Reading the tutorial. Yeah, thanks, Alex. So what else do we have? I got a PCB in a bag here, which is probably to remind me to go through some of the comments and stuff, to pick out some funny ones. Because yeah, if anybody that is watching this has done a comment on the thing, then there's a good chance that you will win this. Okay, so on to the big boy. Where's the other bit? Oh, I've left them across the room. I don't need to go and get them because I can just tell you what they are. So one of the videos that I did towards the beginning of the year was about the NS panels and NS Panel Pro. Sonoff did put an update out that changed the way that the default firmware worked, and then a lot of people had problems getting the NS Panel Pro to work. So I've got some new ones of those to update the tutorials on that, to do some more NS Panel Pro things, because yeah, they're really nice. The design of them is really nice. They look nice. They're not the most powerful thing, but the way that I use them is just having a static dashboard on, and when you walk up to it, it shows you the thing and you can click. And because you make the dashboards in HomeAssistant, you're not doing any designing on anything else, you're doing it all through a web page. So NS Panel Pro, that'll probably be next year now that I update that, but it'll be a little updated guide. Going back to what I was saying at the start of the stream, again, just in case you have joined later, I was saying that I recently moved my HomeAssistant instance to a brand new machine. I swapped from the Sonoff dongle over to the HomeAssistant Sky Connect, and also moved from Zigbee to MQTT over to ZHA. And part of that move, I basically had Aurora stuff everywhere, and if the office wasn't so messy, I could show you. I'll have to just explain it to you. Do you know the Aurora temperature and humidity sensors? What's the number on them? Damn it, I can't remember what they're called. The T-Vox. The T-Vox, that's what they're called. The Aurora T-Vox. Yeah, I basically had those T-Vox everywhere because I love that e-ink screen on it. You can see it from anywhere across the room. They've got little magnets on the back, and yeah, they look nice and work well. But sometimes they don't update very quickly, and I started finding that if you had a whole bunch of them, and yeah, just left them for a long time, some of them just stopped responding, and I'd have to either go and click the button on them to make them start responding, and it just became a massive chore. And they're not cheap either. I think they're around £35–40 each. So yeah, I started testing out a whole bunch of different sensors to see what kind of sensors with screens and stuff. Again, this was a video which is, I don't know if this one's uploaded and not released, or if it's just on the computer, but it was one of those ones that was in that 3 months that I was away. But I basically had a whole bunch of different smart home sensors that have got screens. We had ones from SwitchBot, Third Reality, Sonoff, Aurora, a couple of others. But yeah, basically it was a bunch of temperature and humidity sensors with screens, and I was just testing them all out to see which one I would move to, and the winner was the Sonoff ones. They're the... Don't want to get it wrong now, sorry Sue. They're the SNZB O2D. But yeah, essentially it is a... I'll get this one out. Alex with the links. Yeah, but they're just a small sensor with LCD screen. I'm not going to power this one on, but they've got a magnet on the back, and they've got this kind of little cradle thing, and then there's also a little flip out kickstand. But yeah, I really like these. They update really quick. They update faster than the Aurora ones. The screen isn't as nice as the Aurora ones because the Aurora ones were using e-ink, and they just look really nice. But yeah, the speed and the reliability of them have been really good. So how many did I put in? 14, 15? I went around getting rid of all the, switching out the Aurora ones. And yeah, moved over to these. So I pretty much have these in all of the rooms now. And that was one of the moves. And I did see the question somewhere about moving to ZHA. Was that what the question was? Oh no, it wasn't, sorry. It was, why did I switch to the Sky Connect? Yeah, so again, going back to kind of the beginning, I basically had this drawer of shame of tech, and one of the items that was in there was the Sky Connect, but it was the creators edition one. So being one of the HomeAssistant creators, we got sent the it was like a black edition of the Sky Connect, which looks really cool. It also glows in the dark as well, which is really nice. And it was just sat there, and on the new system that I was building, I was trying to go for some of the newer things, so being able to support Matter and just making it a bit more scalable. And I just really wanted to try that dongle out, so that's what I did. So yeah, I'm rocking the Sky Connect now. It's been working really well for me. When you first plug the Sky Connect in, it automatically sets up with ZHA, so I was just like, yeah, we'll go with ZHA, and that's what I did. I think I spent like a Saturday afternoon basically going around, and I also manually repaired everything as well, because I was doing like, you know, two birds with one stone kind of thing, rather than migrating all of my devices with a backup and just rebuilding the network and then letting it build itself. I actually went around and repaired every device, because I had to do like in-place swaps for other bits of tech, and there was also a whole bunch of tech that I had to just delete and get rid of, because I test lots of little devices out. Sometimes I add devices to my production environment when I shouldn't, and then I'd forget about them and leave them there. Or sometimes you need to test with a real life situation, so obviously the production environment is the one to do that. So yeah, I just had a big clear up, and it was actually quite nice to have a brand new fresh Home Assistant. It's mad how much it's changed, you know, like seeing the new onboard and stuff, which is something you probably only ever see once when you first start Home Assistant. So the new onboarding, like the speed of it is, yeah, it's mad. It's really come a long way. Yeah, yeah. The Sky Connect is yeah, it's been solid for me so far. I think maybe it's been about a month, 3 weeks, something like that I've been going. So yeah, really enjoying it. So, are any of you guys using any Matter products? Or using Matter in your setups? What dongle are you thinking of going for, Stefan? So I mentioned the NS Panel Pro. We've got some more of those. I'm going to do some more videos on those, as well as doing the NS Panel Pros. There is some updates to some of the NS Panel, which is the one with the buttons and the ESP32 inside of it. I've got another video for those, and like refreshers basically on the Home Assistant NS Panel blueprint, which every time I say it, it's a mad name for the project. It needs a short name. And also the NS Panel Manager, which is another one of the NS Panel projects that I really like. So new videos for all the new features and stuff on those, because they've changed a fair bit since I last talked about them and covered them. So NS Panel Pro, new Sonoff Zigbee sensors, and now we also have the Sonoff crate, which, yeah, my kids are really looking forward to playing with this. So if we get this open tonight now, they'll play with it tomorrow probably. So yeah, unfortunately we don't have the overhead camera to go through and talk about this one so you can see it in detail. So if I make some space, I'll describe it to you and show you. Just move Deadpool and the Flic stuff out of the way. Rip this off. Ooh. I think I do roughly know what's in here, but I also don't, so it's nice seeing what goodies there are. Last year, I think, so last year I got a few different like kind of like really nice care package type things like this from some of the smart home brands, and one of my absolute favorite ones was SwitchBot. There, it was like this big huge package, and it just had like a scarf and a hoodie, and that hoodie, I still wear it now. It's awesome. It's so comfy. But yeah, really nice hoodie. There was like a coffee cup in there. Yeah, so but anyway, so SwitchBot won last year, and I think Sonoff have won this year, to be fair. So boom. So is it like we've got a letter and some stuff. So let's first see what the letter is. So yeah, this is a letter from Sue. Yeah, so a Christmas card. Yeah, thank you for that, Sue. Yeah, you've been awesome this year. Inside of here we have a few goodies, so I'll kind of show you like that, but I'll just hold them up. What have we got? We have got your partner in progress. What is this? I don't know what this is. So it's a box with something in. It's something metal. Oh, it's like a phone holder. Is that what that is? A little phone mount. So you take your phone, put your phone on the holder. That's alright, isn't it? Put my phone on that. Awesome. So we've got a phone holder. What else do we got? We have, I think, oh man, I remember Sue messaged me about, I think it was this one. Because obviously it's not in English. I can't remember what it means or what it says. So they're like a magnet with some sticky things on, like little, like I can't remember what the symbols mean, what they meant. She did tell me, but I've forgotten. I'm sorry, Sue. Do I have the message to say what they mean? I'm curious. Not that I can find fast enough, but there's a message, and I know it's not something rude, so yeah. Little dragon magnets. Then we have another like mystery box, but this one, whatever it is, it says it's black and it's sealed. It's a mouse palm pad. Some ergonomic things. Let's have a look at the mouse palm pad. This package has been sat in my office on the shelf for weeks now, and the kids are always asking to play with the box, so they're gonna really love the box. Ah, the cardboard, it burns. Ah. So it's like an ergonomic palm rest. Put your palm on it and feel all ergonomic and nice. You're tuning in to watch me do this. I'm gonna put that there next to my mouse. Oh, that does feel nice. That does feel nice. See, you put your hand on the rest. That I like that better than the phone mount. Right, moving on. We have a Zigbee and window door sensor, which is the SNZB 04P. Then we also have, I think this is the new Sonoff's new motion sensor. So this is Zigbee based too. Yep, this is Zigbee based, so their new motion sensor. And what else do we got? A book, a Merry Christmas book. So it's like a diary. Let's just open it, just so that I opened everything. it's got that nice premium peel. But yeah, like a nice little diary. Dear diary, today I got a new mouse rest. But yeah, thank you. Is there anything in here? Is there something in here? I think there might be. Ooh. Smells funny. It's a neck wrap. These are all like ergonomic things. That's quite cool. Yeah, so it's a travel pillow. Is that what they're called? Like a neck rest thing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that, Sue. That's awesome. Sonoff wins the best Christmas package for this year. Yeah, that's cool. Really nice little ergonomic things and some cool sensors. But there we go. That's all of the things that I've got to like unbox and run through today, really. In terms of those things. So I have a couple of things left. If you guys got any questions about anything, any tech, any things, then let me know. So we do have, he says, as I prep a tripod, this this camera. I'm interested in seeing how good this is. So I'm gonna mess about with this now and try and get this plugged in and going. So if you've got any questions, I will answer them whilst I'm doing this. Because my next hurdle is going to be I don't have a USB-C port on that's free on the front of the PC or underneath, so I'm going to have to try and use like a dongle and convert it and see if it does the pass-through. Or could I do it through HDMI? No, I'm gonna break something now. So get your questions in now, because when I start plugging these things in and start playing with it, something is gonna go. Hey, that's new. It says ads are gonna run for some viewers shortly. How do I stop that? I don't know. Literally, it's gonna happen in 5 seconds. I don't know how to stop it. So if you get an ad now, I'm sorry. You've watched me play with a mouse, and now and now you're getting an ad. I'm sorry. Or does it mean, is there an advert? Does it automatically play an advert, or does it I don't know. I've literally never used this, so I don't know. Does it mean it's going to insert an advert in the section of the video when it goes live, or is that like it gives you an advert live? You had ads. Thank you for tuning in, Jeff. So I've plugged this in and it's started to spin. No ads. Do you have YouTube Premium? Is it an advert that happens live in the stream? So it actually stops the stream for you? I don't know. I literally saw it pop up on the corner of the screen saying ads are going to start. So I'll walk you through what I'm doing. We literally plug in this OBS Tiny 2 in, and I've just plugged it straight in. So I think it's following me. No, it was just starting up and it was doing like a gyro type thing. So I'm now using my new ergonomic mouse thing, which actually it feels really nice. Yeah. Don't worry, Alex. I have some chocolate euros to pay you back with. So let's try and add this OBS Tiny to this stream. I don't know what this is. Screen capture. I'm gonna hide that. And what's this thing? Yes, I can use this. So I'm gonna try and get the camera and just see how good it is, you know? See what it looks like. Oh, it just turned off. And it just turned back on. What's it doing? Do you know what? This might not work because Streamlabs is running. Is it going to see a new device when it does this? You know, because it's already running, it might not refresh to see the Tiny 2 because I can't see it in the thing. So instead, what I could probably do is maybe try and transition back to this. Let's try it. Last time I clicked transition, it broke the stream. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna. Did it break? Quick tea break. Are we still here? We still working? We're here. Cool. Yeah, if you haven't liked the video, then drop me a like. David, you like the casual streams? Will you be more in the you mean this kind of stream? Like just me being janky and chatting. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's kind of like a running joke really that I say that I'll do a live stream and then I'm like, oh, I've got a live stream later, or I've got a live stream at the end of the week, and then sorry, I'm just talking whilst I'm supposed to be doing this camera. I've gone off on one. Yeah, and then it gets to it, and I think it was like 10 minutes before the stream started today. I started prepping stuff, so we have no background and no funky things. But why is it oh, there's a lens cap on it or something. Where are you going, camera? Whoa. That is quite cool. It's very exposed. I don't know if it looks exposed on thing. I think it was more of a whoa because it was really blurry and then it went clear. Like night and day. That's a bad angle of my head. So obviously you can get software and stuff for this, so it's not tracking or doing any of its stuff. This is just using the standard desktop camera thing, but yeah, the quality and the focus is like quite nice. How detailed can we get? Can it read? Can it read that? It's not bad. Yeah, that's quite decent. Obviously, you're looking at it through a stream as well, so the quality looks a bit poorer on the stream. And I'm using the Windows standard thing, so yeah, that's quite cool. Let me try one more time to see if I can get it up into the streaming software I'm using, so that I can do it a bit of justice. But I don't think I can. I think because the software's already running, and it's not flipped, yeah. Because the software's already running, it won't let me add it as a new device. I think that's what's happening, because I can't see the camera, but I can see the camera in Windows. I'm not going to spend too long doing this. Otherwise it'll turn into like all my other streams where I'm just playing with the stream settings. Video capture device. A new source. Tiny 2. Oh, I've done it. I've got it. I've got it. So I can't manually adjust any of the camera stuff because I'm not using the OBS tool. But that's what I want. Resolution is set to 4000 by 3000. Can't change it. Close. Okay. Are you ready to see the camera? So this is the camera going through the USB-C, there is a little box that came with it as well. This thing, so you can pass it through as full quality, and you can use it kind of like how I do with the Cam Link. So get ready for the switch. 3, 2, boom. Look, and now everything's the right way. Look at that. That's pretty good. You can see the big cut on my nose as well. That's also why in tomorrow's video I'm not on camera, because I had a big cut on my nose. I know, if I only tried it from the start, you would have had a good quality video throughout. Darn it. At least you can see the Onju board now in all of its glory. Wow, that actually looks really nice. I don't know how well that's coming out on the stream, but I'm actually going to play around with this camera. It's nice. Well done, OBSBot. That is a huge upgrade from the original camera that I first tried. The autofocus seems to be quite quick on it as well. I'm because my brain is telling me to do the camera the other way, because I was previously mirrored. So when I go this way, it's the right way, but when I go that way, it's the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the stream's going to be in 1080p, isn't it? So, yeah. What else can we do with this camera? Don't think I can use any of the cool features without having... No, that didn't work, did it? The contrast for it is very high. Oh. So like my camera, the contrast is turned down so that I don't look super orange. Hello. Yeah, it's nice. Don't know what I'm doing there. Sorry. That's the standard camera test. That's how you test all cameras. But yeah, that is cool. OBSBot Tiny 2 4K. Good job. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a play around with that one and check that one out. Really cool, good quality. So I did say in my video, my image post earlier, about if somebody had a really cool comment that they could win one of these Onju voices. So let's check out the comments on YouTube, Facebook, Discord, and all of those. And if there's any bangers on there, you can win yourself Onju voice. So let's start with Facebook. So let me get the picture. Can I set the picture as my background? Let's try and do it. I'll try and do it on the fly now. Background. So I need to put a filter on here. Do this. And then we need an image. Gonna add an image, a new image. But my camera needs to be on top of the image. No, the image needs to be on the bottom. And 3, boom. Did it work? I think it worked. These kind of things I can do. Still looks very good on stream, 1080p. It looks crisper than you on camera. I did already read this. So this was the image that I put on my socials, saying like, what did I write? Like, it was like wrong answers only. So basically, you had to have that. I was very tired today, and this is part of tomorrow's video, the Onju voice tutorial. I'll just move out of the way so you can get a good look at it. But basically, in my head, I thought this was really funny, so I put it in the video, and yeah, you'll see what it actually is tomorrow, and yeah, if you watch the video, you'll just be like, what? Why did you do that? It was weird, and it was a weird, tired moment, and that's what happened. So, I asked for the wrong answers, and what did we get? It's a tiny kettle used to boil a small amount of water or for tea or coffee. It's a small, yeah, it does look like a frying pan. The Doctor Who alien. I wanted some absolute bangers, like something hilarious. So we only had a few comments there on Facebook. What about on the YouTubes? Did we get any good answers on there? Come on, guys. There must be something good. How do I find it on YouTube community? Bum, 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 bum. So we've got 6 comments on YouTube. Yeah, let's keep it clean. So on YouTube we had a dispenser for blinker fluid. The licorice cream puck. Yeah, it's like it literally is like a Google. Oh man, if somebody guessed what okay, like look at it again. In my head, when I was thinking about this, yeah, I'm not gonna give it away, but tomorrow when you watch it, like you'll see what my thought process was, and you'll just be like, that's so weird. But if somebody actually commented what I thought it looked like, that would be genius. But yeah. The Google Home Cast Iron Mini. I like that one. That's my favourite one so far. The Google Mini Fly Swatter with voice activation. Did we get any on Twitter or X? Yeah, if you guys are here now and you've got some, what do you think that looks like? And if I find it super funny, you can win one of these Onju voices. Oh wow, look at that! It's like see-through now because it's special edition. Yeah. I don't think Twitter got any. Did it? Oh no, I've clicked the wrong thing here. That's my live stream post. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I saw that Lee had commented, and I thought Lee was gonna have Lee the Smart Home Collective. I thought he was gonna have a banger, but no. Next time, Lee. Catch you next time. It's been a while. The mini radar powered frying pan. Cast iron table tennis. A tiny frying pan. It does look a bit like a frying pan. I think everybody thinks it looks like a frying pan, so maybe that means that I'm super weird because I didn't call it a frying pan. Yeah, it does look like a really crappy mic, yeah. Do you know what is funny about this is I was just like, oh, this looks like this said item, and I was like, oh, how can I make it look like it? So I got some duct tape out of the drawer, and it was a brand new roll, and because I didn't want to waste it because the idea was so dumb, this part here is actually, do you know the starting part where it's got the paper? That's why it's not stuck down properly, because that's the paper part of it. So yeah. Okay, Okay, so far then, I think my favourite answer was the Google Home Cast Iron Mini, because I just feel like it flows really good. So I'm gonna leave it a bit longer. So if you have it, you got your time now. If you can come up with what you think it is, and if you happen to guess the exact thing that I said it was, then you definitely win. But yeah, I'm going with Google Home Cast Iron Mini, and maybe we'll do I'll pick a couple of good ones and we'll do a poll. But that's my favourite so far. So if we don't get any more votes, then Ryan Duffy, you're in with a shot there. Google Pancake Pan. And I bet it has like a subscription service with it too. But yeah. What about Patreons? Did you guys have any good ones? You can't use it as a frying pan. It does look like a frying pan. Microphone. Bo had a good one. Of course, that's an Alexa with I said the A word. Of course, that's an Alexa with kitchen knife strategically inserted after she said, "Sorry, I don't know that one," for the 10th time. It does look like that a little bit, actually, like a knife, like stabbing into the thing. But yeah, that's that. Like the Google Pizza Slicer. Yeah, come on. I wanna hear your good ones. You can either leave them in the comments of this video or Facebook, Discord, X, any of those. So yeah, tomorrow's video, I'm not sure when it'll go out. Tomorrow morning, just whenever I finish the last little bits. But basically, I run through the full setup and install of putting one of these boards into one of these so that you can use this for your voice assistant, which is nice. But there we go. Yeah, thank you all for like tuning in. Is there anything anyone wants to know? Any questions? I do know that I had a question on Discord that I was supposed to answer for somebody, which was to do with don't tell me, to do with the siren thing, and I'm gonna answer that question in Discord after the stream, because I rebooted the other box specifically so that I could help you with that. So I will do that after. Yeah, awesome. IT in general. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you find it helpful. What I tried to do was I posted the initial video like a couple of weeks ago, and I meant to get this tutorial done sooner than then, but never mind. And yeah, I tried to answer a few questions that people asked in there about the board, and then just tried to do like a little walkthrough. It's quite a long video. Not super long, but it's quite a long. It's kind of broken down into what you need Home Assistant side, what you need physically for the actual setup, then obviously how to disassemble the Nest, how to put the new board in, and yeah, basically that, how to flash it as well. So if you're interested in that one, then tomorrow at some point that will be dropping and you can go and watch that. There are a couple of other videos on the channel as well that are kind of waiting to go, that just need a little, either just the button to press go live or something else. So it might not be the last video of the year, but we'll see. But there we go. Are there any questions before we go? Thank you. Thank you to anybody that's like stuck around as well for the entirety. Like, these live streams are always janky. I don't know if people enjoy them. If you do enjoy it, then drop it a like, because yeah, at least, you know, there's 41 people that have probably liked it, which makes it worthwhile doing, you know. But yeah, Casper's okay. Yeah, he's not been very well the last few days, but yeah. Yeah, Justin, thank you again for sending me the Apollo. Apologies again that I wasn't able to actually stick with and do the streams, but it's, you know, it's crazy. Like doing any content and stuff that's like this, which is, you know, all of this stuff is in addition to my job and in addition to, you know, looking after the kids and whatever. So it's a lot, but yeah, I just didn't manage to get on top of it and get around to it. But yeah, so yeah, thank you again to Apollo Automation. All of the things I've had in today's video will all be linked in the description after, so if you wanted to come back and check out anything that we've talked about, any of the products, then they're all there. This product was really cool. Very surprised by how good this was, so I'm definitely going to have a play around with that later. The Aurora stuff was all good. Yeah, thank you to Timothy from Smart Secure. Thank you for sending me the Aurora stuff, and the. I'm gonna have to read the box because I don't want to get the name wrong. It's the Aduro Smart, the area, but the Aduro Smart stuff. I've never tried that stuff before, but again, that's all Zigbee stuff, so nice and local, just what we like. Thank you to the guys over at Flic. A massive thank you to Sue from Sonoff. Love that stuff. And yeah, I mean, we've seen some of the other products and bits, like the local voice assistant stuff. A whole bunch of products, whole bunch of videos, whole bunch of tutorials, and hopefully that's what I'm gonna be like carrying on with next year. So yeah. Yeah, thank you, Justin. It's a project for your son that we're working on with the help of the video. Awesome. Yeah, let me know tomorrow after you've watched the video what you thought of it, and if there's anything that you're not sure on or that I didn't explain well enough, then let me know. And yeah, if you want to check out the Discord and all of those other things, if you want to ask for any additional help, whatever, then those are all linked in the description for all of the videos. So yeah, be sure to check those out, and yeah, just let me know what you think of it tomorrow. JJ UK, it's a hacked Google Home Mini. Yeah, basically, it's a drop-in replacement. So, you know, you take the Google board out. So that's what's inside of the green screen's clearing out, but that's like a Google Nest Mini PCB, and then that's the new one, and you literally open it up, take that one out, put that one in, and job's done. Kind of. There is a bit more to it than that, but hopefully the video makes it simple for people. The only drawback to it is the expense, because you have to buy them as a minimum of 5, and that's probably the only thing really. But yeah, like something like the Box 3 and the Atom Echoes, if it's your first voice assistant project, I would probably recommend going for one of those, because while this is nice and it's really cool, and because it's like in a nice box and everything, yeah, it is really nice, but yeah, it's the expense, and yeah, you know, down to user preference, I guess. I did see a bunch of people were getting together on like the HomeAssistant Facebook group and stuff like that, making an order together, so that's quite cool that people were doing that, sharing the orders. But there we go. Gosh, 2 hours gone. Yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, if you'd want to see more streams in the future that will probably be just as janky, then let me know. But yeah. Now, how do I move on to my... I'm sure I have like an end in this thing, but it's like the camera position is not right. I can fit my head in. Oh, I did it on the fly. But yeah. Anybody else? Any more for any more? Yeah, thank you thank you, Alex. Thank you, boys, for sticking around, being the stream peoples. I will pay you chocolate coins. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing any of the stream stuff for the rest of it, but if I do, it'll probably be a last minute one. But yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. I will catch you in the next one. Awesome. Right, nice one. Thank you guys for stopping by, and yeah, catch you in the next one.